One of the things that I want to first point out about direct mail marketing is that this is a marketing program that you really have to start giving it a chance to build a little bit. Direct mail marketing has been around with real estate agents using this as one of their top marketing techniques for a long time, 40 plus years or more. And becoming very good at direct mail marketing is one of the best careers that you can build in real estate. So it's very important that you first know what you're doing and how to do it. And that's what I'm hoping to teach you today. So one of the things that when you decide to do direct mail marketing, you want to set your budget. And the way that you might want to set your budget is that we all have to decide how much income that we need from our real estate career. Now, can direct mail marketing bring you all of that? It may very well be, but you got to also consider that the other forms of making sales in real estate, which is open houses, doing networking with friends, family, and other people, those are also very important, and you're going to make some sales from that. But knowing that if you are have had a full year in real estate or more, you know probably that casual contacting as a program only brings you a few sales, and maybe you made $30,000 to $50,000 or $30,000 to $70,000, and you really want to raise it to $100,000. So this direct mail marketing, we have got the numbers down so well that we know how many you send out, how many responses you're going to get, and how much money you're going to make from that. And then we want to make sure that you understand how that works. And then you want to, when you invest in direct mail marketing, and you're going to be building it up, we want to make sure that when you get to the point where it's starting to bring you the leads, bring you listings, because you're advertising for listings, when it brings you those, that you're going to make the kind of money that tops over your goal of what you want. So let's talk about what our budget might be for that. We're going to find out that in direct mail marketing, you could almost consider that if you direct mail market to a certain amount of people, and a certain amount of those people end up listing with you, and then you make sales from that, and that you're going to need somewhere around 20 sales in order to make the $100,000. And I'm going to go through the actual math of it, but from 20 sales in direct mail marketing, the budget on that should be close to between around $600 to $900 a month. And when you invest that kind of money, you're investing in starting your own business. And there's not hardly another business that you can invest just $600 to $900 a month in direct mail marketing and get those kind of approximately $100,000 in income return. And we're going to kind of show you how that works. So when you first start into direct mail marketing, you want to pick a neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of competition from other realtors. If you pick a neighborhood that's very heavily competed for, then your numbers are not going to show near as well as one that doesn't have all that competition. So pick a neighborhood that is you know it, that it's convenient, and it might be even someplace you might want to live in the next 3 to 5 years. So those are all good goals. But so then we pick these neighborhoods, and one of the things you look at when you finally pick this neighborhood, you want to go into the Collier County Property Appraiser, and you want to pull up all of the all sold houses in that whole entire neighborhood. Now, just for easy figuring, let's talk about an easy to describe neighborhood. Let's say Aqualane Shores. Now, of course, that Aqualane Shores is heavily competed for. Does that mean you shouldn't use it? No, but I'm just telling you that your numbers may be skewed down a little bit because of such competition. But Aqualane, let's just say, for easy figuring, has 500 houses, and you start mailing them once a month, and each one of your mailers costs about $1 a piece on the mailer. And that's usually a 4-page mailer. It has information about you. It has information about the company. It has information about the real estate market in general and where it's trending and how it's going. And then the last page or pages would have all of the current active listings, all of the current sold listings, and a list of the pending listings as well. And so a homeowner could actually look down this list, and it shows the square footage, it shows the built, it shows all these things. And a homeowner could actually draw a line exactly where his house would fit in to that mailer that you're sending out. So you are really providing them a very good service. They will remember your name for about the third mailer, maybe the fourth mailer. They recognize the mailer. They recognize your picture. You always want your picture on the mailer. So you want to do it right and start out right and do it where you're going to get a good return. So now we've done that. We picked out the 500 houses. So we go to the property appraiser and we look up all the sold. Okay. And out of 500 houses, we find out that if in that 500 houses that the flow rate or the annual rate of what is sold each year is about 15%. So out of the 500 houses, you are going to see that 75 homes were sold. Okay. Now the formula for direct mail marketing, the formula is that if you are mailing 5, and you have been doing it for approximately 6 to 8 months, that the flow rate starts to kick in, meaning the results start to return for you. And we know that if you've been sending out 500 mailers on that, okay, that when you send out that 500 mailers, we know that since there are 75 sold, if you divide that by 12, that's approximately 7 sales, 6 sales, let's just say 6 sales per month. 6 sales are happening every month. Six sales per month. Okay. So we know that when you have sent out 500 mailers for 6 to 8 months, out of these 6 sales that are happening every month, now people are starting to list their property for the following months. We know that out of 500 mailers, that you are going to get out of those 6 sales, the 6 people that are going to actually sell their house, you're going to get approximately a half of those sales are going to respond to your, one half will respond of the sales. Okay. And that equals 3 sales or 3 listing appointments. Okay. So if you're sending out 500 mailers and there's 6 sales per month happening, approximately every month, you're going to get half of those people that are going to end up selling are going to be calling you for a listing appointment. Now, if you're an average agent, you're going to get half of that. I think that we train our agents even better than that so that we get 2 out of 3. So we're going to say that you get 2 listings on each one of those mailers, okay? So that means 2 listings that sell. So there we are. So we get 2 listings that sell each month that are going to sell going down the road, 30 days, 60 days, they sell and turn it to sale. Okay. Now, of course, you know, if there's heavy competition in this area, in the 3 listings that you get, listing appointments, you may only get 1 listing per month that sells. Okay. If it's a heavily competed area. So you'll have to decide. In Aqualane Shores, each one of these properties is worth $2 million. So that's the minimum in Aqualane Shores. It's actually even a little higher than that, but we'll use 2 million. And so if you have 2 listings that sell and they're $2 million each, that equals $2 million each. If you've got a listing fee of 3% each, $2 million, that's $60,000, and that $60,000 twice is $120,000. So you can see that 120,000 is what you would make on that, and that's per month. So over a year's time, it's showing that in Aqualane, if you mail it heavy and you get the sales in there, then if you're getting only 2 of the listings on each month, that means you're getting 24 out of the 75. Okay? So out of the 24, you're making 120,000 times 12 is over $1 million. 1 million and what does that come to? 1,240,000 approximately, plus or minus. Okay, if it's heavily competed for, you may only get 1. You cut that number in half, that's still 600,000. That's how good the high-end properties are. So should you mail in high-end properties or others? It's your choice. But from this, you can see that just to send out mailers and then the people call you back. Now, we have 8 or 10 agents that are using direct mail marketing heavily. And if you want to talk to them also about their results and see how they're doing, that would be fine. As you well know, Todd Comer is doing heavy 7,000 pieces per month, plus or minus. And so he's getting his, his responses on that 500, 600,000 per year. So it's important that you understand how this works, that it builds a career. It keeps you in the real estate industry for a long, long time because the sales keep coming to you, and you're not doing a lot of phone work to get to these people. Yes, you can do better mailers. You can always increase your effectiveness with those better mailers, and that's what you want to do. So it's important that you understand how direct mail marketing works. Now, the post office has several programs. They call it EDDM, which is every door direct mail, where you have to sort the bundles, and you have to give them exactly the number that goes into each of their districts that they're delivering to. You give them exactly that number of mailers and do that. Or one of the other best options that I've seen, this is Real Authority direct mail. You give them your credit card number, you give them your picture, they make the what?
Take it up.
Oh, I will. Kevin wants me to take it out. So it is a very nice piece, and it's exactly like what we described. Here we have a nice picture, walk on the beach, and this is about the agent that's going to help them walk the beach because they've made such a good decision on selling. But closer, like this. Okay, and so with this, it's got 4 pages of information. On the back here is a blurb about your company and about you, and some agents even sign it personally, and that's okay too. And gives them a little bit of information about how to sell their house, and what to do, and what they can expect. And you can change this up as needed. So they've got their picture on there, they've got the information, and then the 3rd and 4th pages are exactly what we said, which was the real estate market update. And this has both listings that are sold and between this year and last year, and then it gives a detailed listing of all the homes and transactions through one 12-month period. And then this is how the market is trending. Right here, you can see the sale prices of the homes and price per square foot. And you can also see the market is up or it's down. And now's the time to list and sell. And you can see that this really gives a property owner some valuable information on how to do it. And on this graph right here, they can see what has sold over the last 12 months. They can draw a line inside this graph exactly where their home fits because they've got square footage, they've got price per square foot, the date sold, and the year built, and if it has a pool, yes or no. And then they can draw a line and figure exactly where their house would have fit in there on this sold graph. So they can figure it out themselves about what their home is worth. I really appreciate this professional information. It really has a good impact on people. So I suggest the Real Authority as a direct mail campaign. And this Real Authority has been in business a long time, and they will only allow one of their mailing pieces to go out per neighborhood. So you have to check to see how good, or see if your neighborhood is available on that, to see if it's available. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so use Real Authority. Real Authority only mails out every other month. And this piece costs you right at about $1.05 per piece. So on the other months, you can do a direct mail piece on your own if you want. Or you can contact a direct mail marketing piece and send out a very, very nice postcard. And so you can have one go in the off months that Real Authority is not there, so that you hit them every month. It is important to hit them every month and do that, and to get your direct mail campaign up and running. So with that, as you can see, it can be very, very profitable when you hit the right areas and do the right things with it. And it makes your career so much easier when people are calling you and you're not having to always scavenge and really try and find people that want to sell their homes. So when you are a good listing agent, then you become the controller of the market. You control the listing. So that's very, very important. Okay, so from that, you can see that when you build this up and you find out, you see how well this works, you will really have wished that you started this at the very start of your career. It would be building your career and rolling it forward, and you would have a lot of success with that. So some of the other agents that you can contact and ask a few questions to, besides Todd Palmer, would be Mark Brandt. He would be glad to answer some questions, and also Devin Henderson would also be glad to answer any questions about direct mail marketing. Kevin and I are very familiar with it. We've done it, helped agents do that. As you well know, at Waterfront Realty, we do not charge you to run copies on our copy machine. You provide the paper, we provide the copy machine and all the color toner and everything else, and it's all set up for you, so it doesn't cost you a thing. Devin and Todd, others, they bring their piece in, they set it up, and they print what they want, and they take it down to the post office and put it in the Every Door direct mail campaign. It's mailed to all the neighborhoods that they want it to go to. At that, or you can call a service. I strongly suggest that you get an automatic service to do this for you and not have all the carrying of documents back and forth to the post office and doing everything like that. But as a budget, I would say that your budget should be $600 and $900 a month as a budget to make sure that your real estate career is solid, growing, and progressive. Okay, so if you have any other questions, feel free to call Kevin or I, and we're glad to answer any questions. Thanks for attending.